Okay, guys, we're on number 15 or 17. Let's continue working on this thing. System, this is easy. So we look at this real quick. That one, in that one, 2 lines, what is the solution? Basically, where do they cross? If they cross, turn on. I would go to a calculator. I would not even be messing around with anything else. Just make my life very easy. I'm going to go to this one right here. I'm basically going to come out here and do, menu 3-2. 3-2 is going to be LinSolve, which solves 2 equations, basically a system. And you have this, it is type 2y equals -7. Here we go to x plus 2y equals -2, 596, and there she is. Pretty easy, not too bad. Okay, we're going to go with 5, -6. Next one's going to be asking, simplify this one real quick. Ooh. Don't be afraid of fractions, guys. I just think it's hilarious how you guys are. I'll multiply this whole times that. That becomes 6 on top divided by 3, so it becomes 2x. Becomes 12 on top divided by 3, 4. Easy, guys. You see that? 12, 6 times 2 is 12 divided by 3. Then I'll have here, negative times the positive. Top would give me 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5, 3 actually. Look at it like this, guys. 15, 5, 3. -5 times this, no, x. -5 times this, -15. X's with x's, so this goes with this, so we can go with -x. This goes with that. That would give me a -11. Ooh, not cool. All right, a rectangular prism. So rectangular prism like this, guys, has like a box idea. All right. The length of x, y, okay, x squared. I'm going to go with x squared, y squared right here. Width and height. Width of, I'm going to go from here, front to the back, is x squared. And height of, x, y squared. My bad, guys. I didn't know. I did not look at this x, y squared. But I think you can, if I could do it, you can do it. Don't even give me that. I couldn't see it. Yeah, I think you could. Come out here. Which expression represents the volume? Okay, so don't forget, volume goes back to, it really could be even 3rd grade, because volume is equal to length times width times height, and multiplication is 3rd grade. So we're going to go volume is equal to, let me move it over, x squared, y squared, times your width, x squared, times x, y squared. So basically all of these x's go together. So we're going to have x squared times x squared times x times y squared times y squared. Now, if you forgot, when you come out here and multiply, I guess, any kind of variables or whatever, as long as they have the same base, you add the exponents. So this one's really x2 plus 2 up here plus 1 times here, x2, my bad. I don't know why it's not giving me the eraser. Sorry about that. We're going to go with y squared plus, or 2 plus 2 basically because of these 2's. This gives me now x to the 5th. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1, 5, times y to the 4th, which becomes x to the 5th, y to the 4th. Oh, please make sure we got it right. X to the 5th. Okay, x, there's no y here. Squared, y's. Yeah, I don't see how you can get y, yeah. So we're right. Final answer A, B, C, D, E. Okay. Okay, so given that f of x equals to this one here, okay, and g of x equals to that one right there, which statement is true about the graphs? So f of x, guys, you should know how to do this in your head, right? Y-intercept of a plus 30 way up high, and a slope really steep of 25. Okay? This is f of x. Now, your g of x goes through the negative 30, and has a slope very steep in the opposite direction. Just same steepness, just giving you a heads up, just going in different directions. Okay? The graphs are parallel? No. The graphs of g of x is 30 units below? Okay, g of x is actually, yes, below here, but it's actually 30. No, it's 30 and 30. It's actually 60 units below. The graphs have the same y-intercept. Actually, no, y-intercept of a 30 here, y-intercept of a negative 30 here. The graph of g of x is 60 below? Yes. Because so from here to here is 30 units. From here to here is another 30 units, so a total of 60. That's a good question, actually. Pretty sweet. I'm super bad at these, guys, because I just go too fast. I didn't even read it on, and I started explaining it. So, but that's how easy they are. They're not bad. Like, don't be afraid of them. Pancho has a barn with C, chickens, and K, cows. Okay, so in total, they're going to have chickens and cows. You got it? In total, they're going to have chickens and cows. You got it? That's it. Chickens and cows equals what? If Pancho knows he has 30 animals, ooh, yeah. So look at that. C and cows, 30 animals. So C plus K, 30. C, out. Yes, out. Now it's between these two. Now, let's just think about this. Where does the legs? We're talking about legs. Well, how many chicken? Okay, how many chicken legs? 2 legs for chicken. How many cow legs? 4. 2 chicken, 4 cow. Is that right? K cow. Actually, that's kind of bad because they could have gone with C either way. Come on, cows, chickens. They could have put goats, maybe goats. Yeah, goats. All right. Either way, correct answer here. Sorry, guys, I get distracted a little bit. Which point is not a solution? Ooh, no cool, very cool, uncool. Okay, let's just, two ways of approaching this one. You know what? Let me show you how to do it on the calculator. A lot of people freak out and they say you can do it on the calculator. Yes, it's not cheating. Just using the calculator. You have to type it in right. If you type it in wrong, you're going to get it wrong. Okay? Move this over here. Show your parents how cool this calculator is so you can buy one for Christmas. Well, basically what we're going to do is we're going to get these numbers here, plug it in there and here, and we're going to type all of it in the calculator, and we're going to get true or false. What? Okay, so let me go with the first one, right? -3, this is my x value. -2 minus 7. Look at that. The inequality stuff is right here. Control, equal sign, it gives you all the inequalities. This one here, and then 2. Look, every time I have an x or a y, I'm going to put parentheses around it. Now, enter. Oh, it says true. Huh. So that's my answer. Oh, great. It says not the answer. Wrong. Let's try another one. Ready? We want the one that's not it. I totally messed up. Man, you see? -3, parentheses. Leave my x value. 3 minus 7, control equal sign. Same inequality sign. 2 times, what is that, -8? -8. True, so that's another solution, but we want the one that's not. We're going to go with a -3, parentheses. -3, because that's a -3 here. And they're saying plug in x to a -3 here. Minus 7. Same inequality sign. 2 times 1. True. Please, God, please, let's get it correct. Oh, this one right here, let's check that one out. -3, parentheses, -4. We're going to go with -7, control that sign right there. 2 times, parentheses, 2 times 1, -1. My bad, I got daydreaming there. False. Okay, so they want the one that's not a solution. So boom. What's the area of this rectangle in terms of x? That means leave it as x. Again, area is equal to length times width. We'll go with length, width. Okay, we'll switch it around. We'll go with length, width. Area is equal to length times width. Area is equal to x minus 5. It doesn't matter which order you write it in, guys. Multiply here times here gives me x squared. Multiply here times here gives me plus 4x. Multiply here and here gives me -5x. Multiply here and here, -20. This right here gives me a -x minus 20, which is brought it down. X squared in the front. Again, they're wrong. X times x, x squared. 5 times x. Okay, this one times this one gives me that. This one times that. 4x negative. Yeah, I'm right. They're wrong again. We'll go with E. E, you know what? I like this thing. It purposely gets them wrong to see if you're paying attention. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, so first off, this is kind of a good question. Below are some points. If g of x is translated 6 units down to create f of x, which could be the f of x. So I'm going to come out here, get this one, get my f of x. I'm going to get linear, guys. These are all linear. How do you know it's linear, sir? The reason I know it's linear is because there's no x squares. Okay, so I'm going to get here. I'm going to turn on the calculator. Listen spreadsheets and type in -6, -3, 4, 7.5, 0, 17.5, 25, menu 413. Okay, now the original equation now is saying y, or this equation is saying y is equal to 2.5x plus 7.5. That means on your graph that you graph this thing, it's going to go through 7.5 up here with a slope of 2. They're saying it's 6 units down, so bring it 6 down. So I basically have 7.5, and I'm 7.5 minus 6. It gives me 1.5. Now we're going through here at 1.5 in the same slope. And there's your answer. 2.5 is your slope. 2.5. Same slope, it says, because it just says slide the whole thing down. We'll go to 1.5. That's a good question. Man, I hope you understood that. That's a good question. I like that one a lot. Okay, based on the graph, what is the value of x when y is 4? Okay, so that's basically going out here and asking you, hey, what's the 4? Where is y4? I don't know where y4 is. Oh, whoa, it's way down here. No, y4 is way up here. Oh, my bad. Now you zoom out. Shoot. Okay, so basically it's going to say, look, y4 is not x4. It's going to be 3 here and 4 up here. When this graph goes way over here, y is 4. What's my x value? Shoot. Listen spreadsheets, graph it and trace it. That's my best bet. Don't do too much brain power. Listen spreadsheets, the coordinates for this one. menu 413. B, control this. I'm going to go ahead and graph it. So I'm going to add a document, or I actually add a page. I'm going to press up, enter. And I'm actually going to go to menu, and I'm going to graph trace it. I'm going to graph trace. I'm going to go to the right. Go to the right. And I'm looking at this value when y is 4. Ooh, when y is 4, x is equal to 12. That stuff is easy. Come on, give me something a little more difficult. That's what you should be saying.